Live. I did it. I figured it out. They're telling my followers that I've started a live video. You had a nice conversation with these young gentlemen here.
Your age.
What was that?
That guy's your age.
He's my age.
Exactly.
Wow. Official Will Mike. Thank you for joining. I'm waving at you. Eric and the Dominoes. I'm waving at you. Ella Bulo Sexy 664. I'm waving at you. I don't know what kind of name that is, but it's all good. Dylan Jurjan. I'm waving at you. I'm sorry. Steve Kim.
Wow.
Steve Kim joined us. What's happening, Steve?
Hey, are we honored?
We're honored.
Oh my God.
All right. What does Dougie think the best case scenario for Triller is? Best case scenario is that they purchase good fights, that like real hardcore fight fan fights, and they also offer as co-features or as undercard bouts the celebrity stuff and the freak show stuff. You know what I mean?
I think that's all good for boxing.
Yeah.
I think it's really good for boxing.
Ryan Fist, how you doing, Dougie? I'm doing good. Doing good. Thank you for asking. King of Cot, he just joined. I'm waving at him. Roman Necklasa joined. I waved at him. Thank you for everybody joining us. It's pretty cool. So, Coach, you watched some of the boxing last night. Edgar Berlanga had a lot of hype because he had 16 consecutive first-round knockouts. And we haven't seen like a streak like that really since Edwin Valero. I think Edwin had 18 or 19 in a row. 18 in a row, right? And then there was that guy from Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, he turned out to be a decent gatekeeper type fighter, but his management was trying to get as many consecutive first round knockouts. I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, he fought a thin man. My brain doesn't work anymore, so I can't give you names. I can't give you names of active fighters. I can give you names of fighters from like 5 decades past, but El Flaco, yeah, Sergey Boychuk. This dude fought, and the dude's nickname is Young Gun. Yeah, Brunson, Tyrone Brunson. Yeah, Brunson. Yeah, so, but Top Rank found a guy, this Nicholson guy, that took him 8 rounds. So, what did you think? No, he was patient.
Yeah, very patient. But
what's up, Giuseppe?
Doug and I saw
Edwin Valero
on his 12th fight, and live. We saw it live.
That was in Orange County.
It was, and he was so patient. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's like he was just taking a walk. Walking his dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Leisurely stroll in the park.
And that was his fight before he got busted in New York.
Yeah.
Where you were there.
I was there.
You were their houseman.
I was driving that bandwagon.
Hey, but he might have been maybe the best of all time.
He was very talented.
I mean, that was
he was super
crazy.
talented.
He
yeah.
was so good. And one of the reasons that I knew that
West Coast Boxing Cali. Thank you for joining.
One of the reasons I knew that Oscar was going to lose to Manny Pacquiao was because of Valero.
Yeah.
Because Valero, they had to kick him out of camp.
Yeah, I heard they did like 8 rounds and like, thank you. Good day, sir. You could leave the mountain. Or you don't have to leave, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
Dougie Fischer, my regards from Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa. Hey, what's up? This is Sabiu Sani Alcantara. It's all one word. I separated it just to be able to read it. Sorry if I mispronounced anything. So you like what you saw from Berlanga. Berlanga has faster hands than I thought. He's a little... I wouldn't say he's creative with his offense, but he's not one-dimensional. He's obviously he can punch with both hands, and he's got a variety of punches. I thought he paced himself well. I think over those 8 rounds, I've come to the realization he is not like a top 10 contender. He's definitely a work in progress. He's still a prospect, and that's okay. He's just completed his first 8-rounder. If they get him another, solid 8-rounder or two, he'll be ready for 10-rounders. And then if he beats like a name guy, then he is a contender. But I tell you what, he's gonna sell some tickets. Boxing Bouts says, "Hey Doug." Hey Boxing Bouts. And Top D Hannah says, "Where's Triple G?" That's the question. Shout out to One Sport.
There he is, right here.
Well, there's Triple G, right?
But I was reading, and it looks like
and Vegrich Fine Art. What's up? That's a art collector museum that collects a lot of original boxing paintings, like a lot of those original paintings that became Ring magazine covers in the 30s and 40s. They actually have that original artwork, which is amazing. And One Sport says, "Hey Doug, hi from Germany. What's up?" And Wegrich Fine Art waves. Wegrich, let me know if I mispronounced the name.
Where
Carlos joined.
Where can you view those paintings?
I think they're in Germany as well, but they're gonna move around. They're gonna move around. I'm trying to work out something with them, and in conjunction with our 100th celebration of the ring, the 100-year celebration of the ring. Glondi Gaxiola joined. I will wave at you, Glondi. So, what else happened? Oh, and the main event was a very good main event. That was Navarrete versus Christopher Diaz. What's Navarrete's first name? I'm spacing out on it. He's a good, whatever. I thought he was an okay featherweight after he beat Ruben Villa. Obviously he won a world title in that, but, it was like a vacant belt. And now that he's made his first defense against a good, strong, very determined young fringe contender, putting those back-to-back performances together, Ruben Villa and Christopher Diaz, this guy's pretty good. And he got the stoppage in the final round against Diaz. But
maybe Ruben can fight Diaz.
That's a good fight. That's an excellent fight. I wouldn't be shocked if Top Rank made that fight.
Well, I thought Diaz fought real well against Navarrete. He got knocked down twice.
Yeah.
But he fought a really good fight.
Yeah.
And who's his? Does Ruben Diaz have the best cornerman there is?
Oh, you're talking about Ruben Villa?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying Diaz.
I mean,
yeah.
Ruben.
Yeah. He's got young Hamilton and Dean. Dean, his composure between rounds, it's very uncommon because 90% of the time now you see a corner person and they're just yelling. They're just like, press harder. It's a pep talk. It's either a pep talk or they're just saying, go forward. Yeah. Go forward, throw punches. It's like, wow, okay, great.
Remember your grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, and that's the pep talk. One Sport says, all fine here. Hopefully one of our athletes fights in the States again. Yeah, let us know. Let me know when one of your athletes are fighting in the US. And he says, let us know when I make it to Berlin. You've been to Berlin.
I haven't.
You've never been to Berlin? Get out of here. You've been through there. Come on.
The airport in Berlin.
Yeah. All right, Haney Linares. Who do you got in that lightweight matchup? Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares.
I like Haney.
I'm gonna go with Linares by upset. I think he's motivated for this, and I'm not sure Haney hits hard enough to turn him back, but we'll see. Glondi Gaxiola says, "Let's hope Ryan gets well." Obviously, he's talking about Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, wow. I love Ryan Garcia.
And this guy Jedi asks, any word on the Fortuna replacement? I don't know. No, I don't think people are lining up to fight Javier Fortuna. He's a handful.
Who did you like in that fight?
I thought it was a toss-up. I was going with Garcia, but a lot of insiders, as soon as that fight was made, a lot of insiders called me or texted me saying Garcia's getting knocked out. Log it. And I'm like, okay, duly noted.
No, but it could be.
Yeah. But I was going with the kid. I was riding with Ryan. Good fight, though. I was, you know, that was impressive. To follow up Luke Campbell with Javier Fortuna, I'm like, okay, that's a real lightweight contender right there.
I was surprised they made that fight. That's a pretty tough fight. So
we'll see. Hopefully, they can be remade. You know, Ryan's got to get it together, and you know, we wish him a speedy recovery, and you know.
I don't think he has mental illness. Got too much going on.
Yeah.
Too many people around him.
Right. Just a lot of stress.
I would love.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan, if you're watching, call me. I want to talk to you. No, I can straighten you out in about a half hour.
This person says, now that you mentioned Valero, how would you pit him in a four-man tourney with Ryan, Lopez, and Haney? I would pick Valero to beat them all. Maybe by knockout. Somebody like Teofimo could probably take him the distance, though, because Teofimo's dangerous and he's a good boxer. I think Valero would have to respect him, but at the end of the day, I think Valero, he wouldn't play it safe like Loma, and he would throw more. I mean, he would let his hands go a little bit more. He was a much better boxer than people understood. Just my opinion. But it's an informed opinion. I saw a lot of Valero. I saw more of Valero than other folks did. So.
How many times did you watch him fight live?
That's a good question. Yeah, I saw him 2 club shows here in California. Saw him in Austin, Texas when he won the lightweight title. He was sensational that night. Saw his first defense in Tokyo of the WBA 130-pound title. So at least 4 times. I'm trying to think if there was another time I saw him fight live. No, I think I only saw him fight live 4 times.
Was the first draw knockout. Right?
Yes, it was. Not a lot of time. Like altogether, we're talking about like 4 or 5 rounds. Yeah.
No, but he was
something else.
The night we saw him, it was crazy.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Yeah, but I mean, the performances in the ring was one thing, but then the way he trained was another thing.
Yeah.
You know, he was so dedicated. He was so possessed in that gym. And I'm not even talking about the sparring. I'm just talking about the way he worked out. It's like, good God. If you watch him, you're like, nobody's beating this guy.
Hey,
you have to kill this dude.
Remember how nice he was to his wife in the ring after the fight?
Yeah. I mean, that was a side of him that was like very affectionate. You could see it, you know, in the love with his family. And I don't know. I think there was some funny business. But that whole thing, that whole murder and his suicide, I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think there's a lot more to that story. I really do. This guy asked, do you think Josue Vargas can move down for the Fortuna fight, or is that doing too much? I don't think it's doing too much. Yeah, Vargas is pretty young. Yeah, why not? Looks like he could drop 5 pounds. The Sportsnista joined, and Dr. Andre Guerrero joined. Good doctor. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, so what do you think about Matchroom just being with the Zone now?
It's good for the Zone in the UK, because all those people who would be paying for a Sky Sports pay-per-view, now they just pay whatever, 10 to 20 pounds a month, and they can watch those pay-per-view fights now on this DAZN app.
Of course, the pay-per-view fights over there are cheaper than here.
They're cheaper, yeah, they're cheaper, but it's still what they would pay for one pay-per-view with Sky Sports. They could get an entire year's worth of DAZN programming, which includes all the U.S. shows as well. So, British fans are all hardcore boxing fans. So it's good. I think it's good for DAZN. They'll get a lot of signups in England.
So do you want me to ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure. Okay. This person says, do you think DAZN will ever bring on Frank Warren as well? Not right now. Warren's got a nice gig with BT Sport and a strong relationship with Top Rank and ESPN. So he's doing okay.
You want to jump rope?
Yeah. Gosh, my back hurts, man. Hang on. That didn't suck, man. And somebody said, hey, 50 is the new 30. I'm like, yeah, the new 30 with a bad back. Oh, man.
Wow. So I'm going to do the same routine. I'm going to give you...
I'm going to touch my toes.
Oh, okay.
Touch my toes.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, watch this. Sure.
I might not be able to touch my toes. How about that? But you know what? Like back here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 2 fists. I haven't had a professional massage in like 18 months.
Well, they're open now.
They are, but I still... You know,
Yeah.
I feel weird about putting my face in that donut. I feel like somebody sneezed there first. I know they're cleaning it up. I know, I'm just crazy. I don't feel like it's ready, but you know what? I'll have my couple of weeks. I'll have my second vaccination, and hopefully this vaccine is reliable. I don't know. I'm always kind of skeptical.
About the vaccines or
Yeah.
everything?
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
But vaccines too. But I get the flu shot every year. I do all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you get it without knowing it. They just jam it in your arm.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
The doctors are pushy about it.
Yeah.
They really are. And I'm a wimp in a doctor's office.
You're a wimp and a nerd, right?
Yeah, a wimp, a nerd, and a geek.
Which one do you prefer of those three?
Geek.
Geek. I like geek. Yeah. You know the Geek Squad.
Yeah. Best Buy.
You ever? Yeah, exactly. They have all these trucks. Geek Squad. Do you think of yourself when you see that?
Yeah.
I can't. You got so many things on here. I don't know if I'm getting you or not here.
Did you do your research?
My research.
Yeah, your research.
Oh.
For this.
Yeah.
Do you research? You do? Okay.
Yeah. I go.
It's not off the top of your head?
I don't even know my middle name. You know, so.
Let me ask you this: do you think Don Familton, off the top of his head, could come up with like
Everything.
the best boxing trivia questions of all time?
For sure. Yeah. I use box recs.
That nobody would get.
Yeah.
They'd be like, huh?
He'd be lying anyway.
That's part of the fun.
So, did you say where we are today?
Yeah, well, I think it says so in the title.
Oh, okay.
Straus Stadium. It's beautiful.
Nice. And okay, Dougie, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so all these guys fought the same person. I want you to tell me, if I don't have their nickname, then I want you to tell me where they're from, okay?
I'll try.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. This guy's pro debut, he fought a guy that also fought someone with their pro debut, a famous guy. The same guy fought both these guys, okay? And the guy's name is Sergeant Gene Hamilton.
Sergeant Gene Hamilton.
We talked about that before.
Yeah.
Do you remember who we talked about his pro debut with before?
No, I don't remember. That name we've brought up before, though.
Yeah.
It's great. Did you ever see him fight?
I saw that fight.
Oh, wait. Was it Jerry Query?
It was.
Yeah, okay, we did talk about
at the
this.
Okay.
So Jerry Query fought a guy named Sergeant Gene Hamilton in his pro debut.
Right, in 1965.
65,
Okay, but this guy fought, the guy we're talking about fought Gene Hamilton in 1958 in his pro debut. Also.
Another guy turned pro against Hamilton in 1958.
Right. Now, this guy we're talking about is the guy, is my main character. He's my main character, okay?
Spit from this distance. You don't want to hit nobody.
So he's my main character, and this was in 1958.
1958.
Right. And he fought this guy. He knocked him out in the first round.
Was this
Jerry?
Did this guy, the guy who debuted against Hamilton in '58, did he go on to be a champion?
Yeah.
And was he a light heavyweight or was he a heavyweight?
Light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. Light heavyweight turned pro.
You might get it if you do.
Was it Bob Foster?
No.
No. You think? Who would be turning? No. Foster turned pro after 1960. Foster was a light heavyweight amateur standout the same time that Cassius Clay was.
And this guy was making his pro debut. He was a main event.
Really?
Yeah. Now it was at Eastern Parkway Arena.
turning pro in 58. So he's between those like 56, 50, and 60, 1960 Olympics. And he's an American?
No.
He's not American?
He might have become a citizen, I don't know, but
Okay.
he's not an American.
And you say he's a light heavyweight?
Yeah.
And he would have been making he turned pro in 1958. He's making
Yeah.
his name by like the early 60s.
He already had his name.
He already had his name?
He was the main event.
Wow, and he's turning pro? Where could this dude be from?
You can get it. He was real famous.
Was he Latino?
Well, sort of. I mean,
sort of Latino?
I mean, you know, he was of that heritage, but
Right,
he wasn't from Mexico.
right. But was his last name
Yeah,
Latin?
yeah, definitely.
Latin sounding?
Yeah. And he was a smart guy. I mean, he wasn't just known for his boxing. I mean, he was.
You're not talking about Jose Torres,
I am.
are you? Jose Torres, okay. Not bad. You know what his nickname was?
Yeah, I do.
Chegui, right?
Well, you know, but
Chegui?
yeah, and I looked that up to
What does
see
it mean,
what.
Chegui?
You know, if you look.
It's Chegui, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, but you know, if I looked it up to see what it, and it comes out Jose Torres. You put that name in, and all the so
that was just like his nickname.
that
like,
was his name.
like
There's
Dougie or
no
something.
meaning to
There's
it.
no right. Okay, interesting. Probably like some childhood nickname that he had, you know.
Yeah, but
His mom called him Chegui.
but he's known as that. I mean,
Yeah.
if you put that in Google,
Yeah.
it comes out Jose Torres.
I met him. Great guy.
Wait, was he an artist?
He was a writer.
A writer, right?
Yeah. He wrote books.
Yeah.
I think he wrote a biography of Mike Tyson called Fear and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Hey, so you got that?
Not bad, huh?
Wait, that's
So I think he might have been like a 1956 Olympian. And actually,
Yeah.
when he turned pro, he wasn't yet a light heavyweight. I think he was a middleweight. Now here's some trivia. Who was the first guy to beat? Wait, no, I'm getting mixed up. I was gonna say who was the light heavyweight who gave Jose Torres his first loss, but that's not it. Jose Torres fought a former middleweight champion, Bobo Olsen, and took him out in one round. But I was thinking of Joey Maxim, who actually outpointed Floyd Patterson in an 8-rounder.
Oh,
early in
right.
Patterson's career.
so. Do you know
Because
the?
Patterson, I think, was out of those Olympics, those 1956 Olympics. I think
He was,
out.
yeah.
He was also a middleweight, at least as an amateur, and I guess a light heavyweight when he first turned pro. But both Patterson and Torres were trained and managed by Customato.
Yeah.
You knew that, right?
Yeah.
You knew that.
So who is the only guy to knock out Jose Torres?
The only guy to knock out Jose Torres?
Yeah.
Wow, who knocked him out? Dick Tiger beat him, right? Was it
Uh,
Tiger
he-
who beat him for the title, for the light heavyweight title? I think twice.
What was Dick Tiger's real name?
I don't know.
Where's he from?
He's from Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
But then, what side? There was a civil war, right? And didn't he fight in that war? And maybe he was fighting for the you know what I'm saying? The side that wasn't Nigeria, Biafra. I don't know.
Okay, so what was Jose Torres' last fight? Who did he fight?
That's a good question.
And the guy was a last-minute substitute.
Oh, was it Charlie Green?
Oh my God!
Charlie Devil Green?
Oh!
Pretty good.
Oh! Wow!
Not bad.
Shit! Wait, how would you know that?
I don't know, just from looking at records.
Wait! That is and Charlie Green. Okay, let me ask you. Wait.
Well, I think it's some
Hey,
time.
hey! Now I'm
He actually was kind of a devil.
I'm impressed.
Not bad, huh?
Oh my God! You. Hey, wait that. Okay, so let me ask you this about Charlie Devil Green.
Yeah.
Who are some of the guys he fought?
I don't know. I I just know he fought.
He fought
Jose Torres.
he fought Floyd Patterson.
Yeah, fought Patterson.
He fought Henry Hank.
I
Remember?
bet you those guys beat him.
He beat Henry Hank.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. KO'd by Floyd Patterson in 10.
Oh, he was tough then.
Where's Henry Hank from?
I don't know.
It's easy. You know that.
No.
Where's Tommy Hearns from?
Oh, Detroit.
Yeah.
Motor City.
Okay. Okay.
Did you read my mailbag on Friday?
It was great.
Did you see the person asked about walk-in music?
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I checked YouTube. I was so pleased to see because I was thinking of a strange walk-in, and I was thinking about that Bernard Hopkins rematch with Roy Jones, where he had this old guy singing.
Yeah.
I did it my way, but it's Hopkins lyrics. It's not like the real lyrics.
And you were the commentator.
I was. Yeah, you don't hear me. It's just Joe Test talking. But that's the magic of YouTube. Like,
yeah, it's
that
incredible.
Just the walk-in is up there. Somebody
that was
put
good.
that up there.
You want to know?
So they must have thought it was weird or interesting or touching or whatever.
You know, my favorite walk-in.
What? Which one?
Was the Tito Hopkins fight for both of them.
For both of them.
And I watched it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to. Oh
that was. I'm telling you, like,
I know.
my heart's beating. It was really weird. I mean, you know, there were a lot of people who said don't cover that fight because it was just 2 weeks after. And said, hey, something is going to happen in New York City again.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect. They're gonna, you know, terrorists are going to target a big event.
Yeah.
Like it's too soon, you know. And boxing's crazy, and the garden's crazy, and you're crazy.
It wasn't too soon. It was perfect.
But it was that was I'll never forget that.
But you should
that time. That just New York in the aftermath of that.
Just
I mean, people were very
emotional.
They were. Most people were very comforting to each other.
Yeah.
You know, they were. It was the softer side.
And you could see it at that fight too.
You could, yeah.
But if you watch that, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is good. So, actually, if you watch that whole fight, you know, you watch the walk-in and then the fight.
Did he walk into America the Beautiful?
He did, yeah. I mean, it was...
Yeah.
And just the way he did it,
Yeah, an emotionally loaded moment.
But then the way Tito walked in, too.
Unforgettable performance and evening.
Yeah. Hey, how about Tito after the fight? Is that a classy guy?
Oh, he's totally classy. Yeah, those guys, I mean, I like guys who can lose.
Yeah.
You know? Where they, it's just, okay, good for him. Congratulations to the other guy.
So here's another guy that Torres fought. Florentino Fernandez.
Yeah.
What's his nickname?
Ox. The Ox.
Yeah.
He was a big puncher. He's Cuban.
Okay, here's
probably really popular.
Yeah, he really big TV fighter. Yeah. Okay, here's another guy he fought, and I say you never heard of this.
But you know, in those days, Cuban fighters were popular along the East Coast. They were popular in Miami.
Yeah.
And in New York City.
Yeah.
You know, it was the real big time guys to make it in New York City. But Miami used to be a fight town. And obviously, Cuban fighters and people were going back and forth from that part of Florida to the island all the time.
Yeah.
Angelo Dundee told me that. He
How
says
about
those are the best years of his life. Like working with his brother, Chris Dundee, who was a promoter, and doing business, doing shows in Miami and in Cuba. And he loved Cuba, the culture, and the people.
Okay, how about I have a friend that went to a fight in Cuba. Just a regular boxing match. It was maybe an amateur. It was amateur.
Yeah.
And sitting right down there is Castro at the fights.
Huh.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so what about, so have you ever heard of Randy Sandy?
Randy Sandy, yeah, I have.
Okay.
I think Randy Sandy was a middleweight.
And he fought Torres.
Yes.
Okay, his record was 24-24.
Nice.
Okay, here's some of the guys. Do you know anyone he fought?
He fought all the contenders.
He did.
That's how I know the name rings a bell from going over the records.
He fought Laszlo Papp.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what his claim to fame was?
Yeah.
What?
Did he win 3 Olympics?
He won 3 Olympic gold medals. And he's from Hungary.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Hungary, yeah.
And took him a long time to turn pro. Obviously, he stayed on amateur a long time because of he couldn't fight in his home country.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe he fought in Switzerland or something. But he beat a couple American contenders, but I think also may have retired unbeaten. I think so.
Okay.
Maybe he was the European champ.
He fought Emil Griffith of Randy Sandy.
Oh yeah.
Dick Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
How about Rory Calhoun?
Yeah, I've heard of Rory Calhoun.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
How about Joey Giardello?
Definitely heard of him. He fought Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
Tris Dixon did a story where he was talking to Giambra about the Robinson fight.
Yeah.
And some of the other fights, like against Rocky Castellani and all those guys he fought. You know.
How about Ernie Durando?
Who?
Remember him? Ernie Durando? I
No.
want his nickname.
No, I don't.
What's his nickname?
I'm not familiar with the fighter.
Oh, God, you're letting me down.
Sorry.
The Rock.
The Rock, huh?
He fought Benny Kid Paret.
Popular. He was a popular
Yeah,
fighter.
and they, that was, I think, a draw. They fought a draw.
Randy Sandy fought Benny Kid Paret to a draw?
No, Jose Torres.
Oh, Jose Torres.
I'm sorry. I said right there, didn't, I forgot to tell you. So, do you think that's weird that Sergeant Sheen Hamilton's fought
That's
both those
kind of
guys?
neat. Yeah, 2 guys.
In their pro debuts?
Yeah, one's in the Hall of Fame. Who knows? Maybe Jerry Query will eventually make it to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's
Okay. Hey.
2 future stars. You know, Torres, very popular in New York City.
Yeah, I know, big time.
He
But
was-
for a lot of reasons.
a lot of reasons. I mean, he could fight. He had the talent as an athlete.
Yeah.
Good-looking man.
Yeah.
Erudite.
He was
well-spoken.
He was like movie star type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he was like the kind of guy hanging out with Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
Right?
And
like that whole crowd,
Right.
you know, socially conscious,
yeah. And he was like
celebrity.
like a politician
Yeah, right.
slash writer slash boxer.
Yeah, he might have been the commissioner for a while, or he was.
He might have been. I
I
think
don't know if he was the commissioner. I think Patterson
he had
was
some.
the commissioner.
He was.
Whatever, but I think he had some. Whatever, he was. He wasn't just an athlete, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was. But just, I mean, the fact that he was an author, you know, he actually wrote books, got them published.
Anyway, Dougie, you were incredible.
This was good. That was a good challenge, man.
I mean, yeah, but
Torres, it's crazy. As popular as he was, he's kind of forgotten. You know, when people talk about the great Puerto Rican fighters, they don't include him, right? And even when they talk about, like, Customato, you know.
I don't know if I'm getting you in this.
Oh, yeah? Did I disappear?
No, because you got all these things, see, in the...
Oh, yeah. Those are just people saying hi.
Oh!
Yeah. I'm going to wave to Fresco 916, Shady Eskimo, Sun Deezy, Hussein, 86 Boxing. Thank you all for joining us. All right, Coach, what do we want to tell everybody before we go?
Oh, just be happy.
Yeah, have a good attitude.
Happy. You can work on it. You can make yourself happy.
Hey, and as you say this, the sun comes out.
You just got to be happy about everything. Everything's positive. You can turn everything around. It's all mental, totally mental. And you have to exercise.
You got to exercise. Got to get out of the house. What's up, 86 Boxing?
You just got to love everyone.
I'm way too lineal. What's up? You got to love everybody.
Everybody.
And you got to drive safe. You got to drive with this good mood. Okay, drive. When you get behind that wheel, make sure you got everything together. Be focused. Don't split your attention. You know,
Don't beat your wife.
Yeah, don't beat your wife. Take naps.
Yeah.
Eat healthy. Chew your food carefully.
Drink a
lot of water. Lot of water. Yes.
Anyway, so hey, Dougie, you blew me away today. Really.
Not bad. That was a good one. Props to that Jose Torres and using Sergeant Gene Hamilton. That's a great name. I love it.
It is, yeah.
I feel like he should have become a psychiatrist and become Sergeant Dr. Gene Hamilton and talk to people. Diego Camacho, thank you for joining us. We're taking off. I'm way too lineal too, says massive fan. Well, thank you. When a guy says massive and uses massive as an adjective, 9 out of 10 times they're from the UK. Are you British? I'm way too lineal. Anyways, we're massive fans of yours. Sundeezy says hello from San Antonio, Texas. What do you think about the rematch between Josh Franco and Maloney? Oh, I thought it was a shit show because of the commission. They should be having a rubber match. I think Maloney should have won that rematch, because of the stoppage, and they should be having a rubber match, and I would look at that as even money, to be quite honest. But regardless, Josh Franco and Maloney are real players in a very deep 115-pound division. And I'm way too lineal, says yes, I'm from London. All right. Well, shout out to, I guessed right. Yes, I did. All right. Shout out to London. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to boxing. Thank you all for joining us.